Hail, such a striking man.
Mercy, mercy.
She draws close. You feel her breath on your neck, hot, moist.
Oh yes. I have something that you want. But I only bargain with those I deem deserving. Those who have accomplished great things. So, tell me, are you worthy of my gift? Indeed. This is acceptable. You are nearer the one than most self-described heroes I've known. So, tell me, are you ready for me to grant you your greatest desire? I can't. Not yet. First, you must look into my ring and tell me what you see there. Gaze into the gem, handsome one.
She flashes her ring at you, and you stare at the luminescent stone at its center. You are floating on a current of pure source, surrounded by a kaleidoscope of colors and fuzzy images. On the horizon looms a dark silhouette. As you approach, a beam of light washes the shadow away, revealing to you...
Yes. I see you clearly now. It is knowledge you crave. You want scholars to bow in your presence, begging for truth in an age of lies. I will fulfill this desire. In return, I ask for a kiss. Most delicious. Meet me around the corner, and come alone. An audience is not required.
We ain't gonna keep you around much longer.
Dorothea sees you and heaves a shuddering sigh. She bites into her lower lip with enough force that a drop of blood seeps out. Blood and something else. Something green.
Darling, I admit I wish we could share more carnal pleasures. Yet I think a kiss is the height of intimacy. Now come closer and receive your soul's desire.
You draw closer and close your eyes, eager to feel her lips on yours. Yet her lips do not press against yours, and her hands do not caress your face. She is a woman no longer, but a were-spider. Her fang painlessly sinks into your neck. You still hear her words, though they sound muffled, as if filtered through a glass wall.
The knowledge you needed is now yours. My venom penetrates your mind and lifts your senses. We part ways now. I'll remember this moment. You've seen my true self. There's nothing more to know.
She kisses her forefinger, then presses it against your forehead.
Now go. Yes. I see you clearly now. It is power you seek. To conjure maelstroms and command the light to drive away shadow. I will fulfill a kiss most
Dorothea sees you.
Darling!
You draw, yet her lips do not. Her fang pain.
You desire. We part. You've seen.
She kisses.
Now go. Yes. I see you You desire wealth. To wear the finest silks, and I will a kiss most
Dorothea.
Darling!
You draw, yet her.
Yes. A true warrior. I will a kiss most
Dorothea sees you.
Darling!
You draw, yet her lips do not. Her fang pain.
You desire. We part. You've seen.
She kisses.
Now go. It is immortality you desire, as do we. In return, a kiss, most
Dorothea sees
Darling!
you draw, yet her lips. Her fang painlessly sinks into your.
Yes, you I will. A kiss, most.
Dorothea
Darling!
you draw, yet her lips. Her fang.
You want to. We part ways now. You've seen.
She kisses.
Now. Yes. It is power you seek. I will. A kiss, most.
Dorothea sees you, and
Darling!
you draw, yet her lip. Her fang painlessly.
You desired power, and so it's yours. My venom seeps into every pore. We part ways now. I'll remember this moment. You've seen my...
She kisses...
Now go.
Nice show out there. You're smouldering, you are.
You've got enough in front of you.
Tell you, if you got nothing to hide, there's nothing to be scared of. Apart from nothing.
What on earth is that noise?
That would be my stomach, my lord. Perhaps I could go
Here
downstairs?
now. Have you a reason for barging into my room, sir? When one's in a small town, one must expect small town manners, I see.
The cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
He squints at you and laughs. Looking closer, you see the man is wearing a very obvious fake beard. Behind the atrocious fox hair, you recognize the mischievous twinkling eyes of a lone wolf. Callow.
Iffin, forgive my style. I look a right pickled pepper pot, don't I? Why do you think? Why do we ever do any of the ridiculous stuff we do? It's for a contract. Oh, nice job on Alexander, by the way. That'll net you a pretty penny, I'd wager. Oh, we all knew you got the contract, so when news arrived about his, untimely passing, I put two and two together. I may not be as sharp as your claws, but I'm no dolt. So what next? Grapevine says you know the whereabouts of more Godwoken. Guess you'll be taking them on over Roost's Way, eh? Camped out at an abandoned sawmill not too far from here.
Baron hunkers down and sketches a rough map from your present location on the floor using an apple, some playing cards, and a fistful of threads pulled up from the carpet.
Suppose you'd best get moving, huh? And I'd best get back to living the no-thrills barred life of this chump.
Baron laughs and swats you away.
Hear that? Roosts camped out at the sawmill.
So, Roost is at a sawmill. Let's pay him a visit, shall we?
She smiles. Her eyes are dark pools brimming with anticipation.
Must be an awful lot of fun toys to be had at a sawmill.
Doesn't this room strike? But of course. Go on, sun's out. Better watch yourself.
Here now, when one's in a small town, one must expect small...
Go on, sun's out.
Got a pick you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying, you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile
Kills the cat, or gets a sense
You
of
can't be too
joy.
careful, you know? If they can get Alexander.
Willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard,
Right as rain, Hilka.
then you're an idiot.
Go on, sun.
Curiosity kills the cat, gets a sense of joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard, then you're an idiot. Curiosity kills the cat, or gets a sense of
Careful. I spotted a trap.
And I'm saying, you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander.
All right about that.
Gonna be hell, drag.
Then you're an idiot.
And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, any of us.
All right about that. Right as rain, Hilda.
Gonna be hell.
Have you a reason for barging in? Which is what killed the cat. Still, no harm. What on earth is that noise?
You're willing to risk
That
Fort
would be
Joy
my
for one
stomach,
night with
my
a
lord.
lizard.
Perhaps I could
you're
go
an idiot.
downstairs for a bit of stew?
Absolutely not. The coffers, man. The coffers, they're to be guarded day and night.
Yes, of course. Of course, my lord.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilda. You got that right.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it
And
sent
I'm
to Fort
saying,
Joy.
you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile
You're
away.
willing to risk Fort Joy for
And you
one
can't
night
be too
with a
careful,
lizard.
you know? If they can get Alexander,
Then
they
you're
can
an
get any of
idiot.
us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilda.
Curiosity. Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
You're being, my lord. See,
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard. Then you're an
It's
idiot.
as lush as it's always been. Now
You've got to
train your
pick
eyes
who
on
you
my
can
treasures,
trust.
not my person.
You got that right, Hilda. You got that right.
And I'm saying, you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilda.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot. Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard.
The town is poor, but
Then you're an idiot.
this room is
You
rich.
got that right, Hilda. You got
A
that
weathered
right.
woman in a dirty sea captain's tunic babbles breathlessly to herself.
See a sorcerer from a mile away.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn. And I without my compass.
Get Alexander, they can get any of us.
The ship is in the locker. On the bottom in the rocky shallows. And all are drowned but me. And yet, can you hear? The bell rings on. The bell haunts me yet, and it would drive me mad. Perhaps I am already mad. But I swear I hear the bells. Please, make it stop.
She buries her head in her hands and cries.
Make it stop.
Take the wheel, Captain. Take...
A ghostly seaman stares at the captain, his lip curled in a malevolent grin, his eyes wide with hate, and all the time he rings his bell. He registers your presence. His head swivels towards you.
Spoke to the lady, Captain, didn't you? I seen you cozying up. Are you her man, or sail you with us?
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right.
You're
Hilka.
willing to risk
You
Fort
got that
Joy for
right.
one night with a lizard.
And I'm saying,
Then you're an idiot.
I can see a sorcerer from a mile away.
I'm doing my duty here, I am. I'm the lookout, and I'm ringing the bell. Rocks ahead, Captain. There's no lighthouse here. Rocks ahead! Ha 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 ha! But I'm on duty here. There are rocks ahead, and the captain must know it.
He blinks once, twice. A single salty tear drips from one ghostly eye. The bell falls silent. He raises a finger to his temple in salute and fades away.
Then you're an idiot.
She babbles breathlessly on, barely aware you're there.
My ears are still a-ringing. And I have you to thank for it? Then thank you I surely do. That accursed bell lies with the Peacemaker, on the bottom in the rocky shallows. My compass lies there too.
She goes white as the proverbial ghost.
You've got no call to go looking for no cargo. Far as anyone's concerned, we sailed with an empty hold, and if there's anything left to salvage, you leave it where it is. Heed me. Leave the cargo of the Peacemaker alone.
She turns away. Conversation over. She babbles breathlessly on, barely aware you're there.
My ears are still...
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot.
Weathered and rugged, the man sleeps soundly. He mumbles in his slumber.
There's bad things in the caves. Bad dwarf things.
Startled, he opens his eyes, but he's staring into the distance. He's still asleep.
Blood and oil do mix, after all.
His eyes flick wide open, but he's clearly asleep.
The island is ruined and doesn't have a name. Don't go there.
Startled, he opens his eyes, but he's staring into the distance. He's still asleep.
There's no graveyard on the island. Stay away from the graveyard.
His eyes flick wide open, but he's clearly asleep.
Sawdust and wolves, mother. Sawdust and wolves.
His eyes flicker open, but he looks like he's still asleep.
Arcs for Lucian's Day sounds nice, mother.
His eyes flicker open, but he looks like he's still asleep.
Leave me alone, mother.
His eyes flicker open, but he looks like he's still asleep.
As the head said, don't open the chest.
He goes back to sleep.
You're willing to risk
The chest won't open.
with a lizard. Then you're an idiot.
Speak the word, and I shall open. Speak the word, the magic word, and I shall open. No. An excellent choice.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot.
The man sleeps on.
Mother, I have no words for that. Huh? What?
He wakes.
Thief! Mother, there's a thief!
He settles back to sleep.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot.
He snorts.
Mother, it's so obvious. Speak the word, and I shall open.
Then goes back to sleep. The chest sits there, refusing to open.
You speak the word. I open. For your safety, please stand back.
The lock unlocks with the tiniest click.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot. Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard.
Yes, my lord.
Then you're an idiot.
You've got a pick of you can.
He fixes you with a stare, looks you up and down, weighs you up, the cut of your cloth, the weight of your bag. A moment passes. Then a smile creases his face, a smile carefully constructed to look friendly and authentic, a smile that doesn't reach his eyes.
Greetings, stranger. Looking to ease the pain of a decaying world? You're in the right place. Beers are ordered at the bar, but can I interest you in a nourishing bowl of stew?
He purses his lips. His fingers drum a pattern on his elbow as he assesses you.
I'll tell you now, you'd better warm your hands before you go upstairs, or your new friend will be very upset.
A lascivious smile spreads across his face. His tongue darts from his mouth to lick the spittle from his lips.
Let me ask you this. Across the world, who is renowned above all others for their exquisite lovemaking abilities?
He gives you a strange look, then realizes you're on the right track.
Yes, exactly. And for an insignificantly small sum, I can introduce you to the greatest lizard lover the world has ever seen. Well, this is what's available. Take it or leave it. And I suggest you take it. It's better to regret something you did than something you didn't do, am I right?
He holds out his hand. The money vanishes into his apron.
Now, let me ask you this. What flavour of stew do you prefer? Do you like the strong and meaty variety? Or do you prefer it delicate and fragrant, if you get my meaning? Upstairs, on the second floor. Her name is Zara. Pleasure is her business. Enjoy the experience of a lifetime.
He gives you a mischievous grin, then dips his head in salute and turns away.
Damn right.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
A lizard, tall and beautiful, turns towards you. She fixes you with a sultry look, and when she speaks, it's like listening to honeyed smoke.
I'm so glad you came, but your friends will have to leave.
She turns her back on you and waits for your companions to leave. A lizard, tall and beautiful, turns towards you. She fixes you with a sultry look, and when she speaks, it's like listening to honeyed smoke.
I'm so glad you've come. Are you here to water my flowers? I've been so lonely since my man went away to fight the coming war. I need someone to take care of me. You're so masculine, darling. Won't you take care of me? Come on over here, big boy, and I'll tell you.
She bats her eyelashes.
What I'm thinking.
Holding your gaze, a shadow of a smile playing on her lips, she reaches for the clasp of her robe. You reach her, and she unfastens it. Then, quite deliberately, she lets it fall.
Oops. Take me.
She smiles, takes you by one manicured hand. With the other, she strokes your cheek, traces a line down your neck to your collarbone and your clothes. Slowly, she undresses you, then takes you to bed. Your world explodes in bliss.
Good morning, lovebirds.
The swaggering rowdy stops dead in her tracks, a look of dubious recognition on her filthy face. She smiles uncertainly, gold teeth flashing for the briefest moment.
What the? Ifan? No little birdies told me you were back in town.
You know Gil?
Can't deny it. And the guests can't deny that it's worth it too. But you're no guest. Welcome home. Come on, boys. Let's give Ifan some privacy and head on out to wait for the next guest. Oh, and Ifan, if you see any chumps down there who could do with a lighter purse, send them this away, for old time's sake.
Carefully keeping her eyes trained on yours, Jill tosses you the clothes you were wearing. The thugs retreat, each one shuffling backwards with eyes pinned to you the whole time. Zara suddenly looks terrified, not scared of them, but scared of you.
Please, forgive me.
She's relieved.
It was worth it, wasn't it? Now, baby, you should leave. You don't need a thing like me dragging you down, hanging on to your heart.
She brightens and reaches for you.
Oh, do I? Why, yes. Yes, I do.
You fall into each other's arms once more. The world explodes in pleasure.